What does it take to get fit in 2023? How can anyone know with so many trends and opinions? It's overwhelming. I have spent countless hours, year after year, trying to figure out how to look and feel good and stay consistent. When I thought I was getting close, I wound up with chronic fatigue, gut issues, and acne. I see so many people online express what looks like the perfect life balance and permanently in the best shape of their life. How? So I'm gonna try every fit girl trend in 24 hours to find out what trends are actually worth it.
The first trend of the day is waking up at an unfortunately early time in the morning.
Morning, I am awake.
If you're a morning person who has had ample sleep the night before, this could be a really great thing. Me, well, since having chronic fatigue, early mornings typically result in less productive days. Which brings me to trend number 2.
I'm not awake enough. First point of call is
Coffee. It seems to be a morning staple for most fit girls online, and most often it's an iced coffee from Starbucks. I am fortunate to live in Australia where we have endless accessibility to the best coffee in the world.
I don't actually live near a Starbucks. To get Starbucks would really take the entire day. So generic coffee in a Starbucks cup is basically the same.
For me, coffee has definitely become a necessity by habit. I don't know that I could undo this if I tried.
Good, definitely worth the $20 it cost me to buy this cup. Moving on. Speaking of caffeine, coffee doesn't count.
The next trend is a big one. Pre-workout, seemingly a must before every workout, despite the time of day or how much caffeine you have already consumed.
Bottoms up.
Also, consuming it with water doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. This level of consumption I find slightly alarming as most pre-workouts are heavily caffeinated. A lot of them contain anywhere between 120 and 240 milligrams of caffeine per serve. Comparative, one shot of coffee is roughly 80 milligrams. So one serve of pre-workout is equivalent to 3 coffees. I generally don't take the stuff and I'm conservative with my caffeine consumption these days. On that note, it's morning workout time, as another trend is doing the workouts of the people you follow online. And honestly, how cool that there is so much free resource available. A downside is there is so much free resource available.
I personally find it a little bit of trial and error.
Workout number 1 of the day, an ab workout I got from the Gymshark Train Instagram page. Super simple, 5 exercises. Let's get it done.
If a workout looks interesting at first glance, I'll give it a go.
If I like it, I might do it again. I try not to overthink it, as I take the approach of working out should be fun.
That's how I haven't given up working out year after year. I haven't stayed consistent, but I still haven't given up.
I try to focus on a goal with fun in mind. It's not foolproof, but it has been pretty effective for me so far. I really liked the simplicity of this workout. It made it seem more achievable and less like I wanted to give up before I started. Alright, trend number 7, protein. I don't know anyone promoting workouts who doesn't also promote some kind of protein product. Protein bars are the candy bar of the fitness world, and it seems to be a must. I definitely understand the importance of protein for health and muscle growth, and definitely think people need to consume more of it.
However, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of protein bars or all their additives. I really just can't get past the weird taste. I think it's maybe just the protein. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
They certainly can be helpful for a quick snack if there's nothing else or the alternative is worse, but I personally don't think they're for me.
No, genuinely it's like dry cement. How can they sell these?
Today's most challenging yet fun trend is the social media selfie. I found 8 photos of people I follow online and have recreated them throughout the day.
Gonna need a shower after this.
This is one of the biggest trends that will probably never die.
It is part of the journey, the documentation process, and for influencers who share their life online.
I think I belong on a farm.
I know I have an abundance of Instagram selfies, posing in front of the camera, trying to get the best shot of what I thought made me look good based on what I saw others doing and posting.
The length you go to for an Instagram photo.
I think it can be such a beautiful thing sharing online. It can be motivating and uplifting, and if it becomes anything but that, it's not worth it.
And you certainly don't need to be embarrassed to look and feel your best and be able to express that with your friends and family online.
I am hungry. And wow, when it comes to diet, there are way too many options and everyone is doing something different.
And fair enough, because we're all different.
I've tried almost every diet out there, and what I've learned is I don't do well without meat.
Without it, I got sicker and learned that a lot of foods actually mess with my gut. Sticking with the protein trend, I made myself a mass load of beef mince. The fitness industry heavily focuses on macros for gains and physique,
rather than health and longevity. Health is so much more than our appearance, and our diets should reflect that.
But for the sake of protein is life, I'm not missing a gram today.
Lunch is served. It's hot. It's really hot. And it's super filling.
Also, that was definitely way too much meat.
Done. I think I need to just take a minute. I need to
The next trend is the alluring trap of consumerism.
Activewear. We all love it and probably have way too much of it, yet want to buy more of it.
Marketing. It works. I have no self-control and am a sucker for a good sale, and have had to unsubscribe to a lot of emails to avoid seeing them.
I am yet to figure out how to avoid the social media targeted ads. Please tell me I'm not alone.
Who wants to see a try-on haul, even though it's already mine and I've worn them many a time?
Next we have
The butt obsession. I'm pretty sure about 80% of the workouts I see online are gluten leg workouts.
Kim Kardashian rolled this one out when her butt broke the internet.
Anyone who goes to the gym ever, all they want is a butt. That's a really broad generalization that is very probably most likely false.
Each to their own with how they want to look.
I personally haven't jumped on the trend and I do feel quite behind as I haven't been able to get the motivation to consistently train my legs and butt to outweigh the muscle soreness days after. I'm gonna keep working on it.
This workout I also found on Gymshark's Instagram. 2 workouts in one day is a lot, but trend 12 is the evening workout. I find working out in the evening conflicting because at the end of the day when I'm tired, it is the last thing I want to do. But often I get a better workout in the evening versus in the morning. This workout was a good balance of challenging, but also not over the top. Probably what I need to gain some consistency. It's time for a protein shake because protein. Protein shakes are also compulsory, similar to that of protein bars. And I understand why, because it's a very easy way to consume a lot of protein. And there are so many brands, flavors, and options available, making it like drinking a milkshake.
Unfortunately, dairy protein powders make me bloat. It's uncomfortable. So I resorted to vegan protein powders, which have definitely improved in flavor with time. Man, protein powders are pricey.
$80 per kilo is a lot. And then you've got to find one that actually tastes good.
Tastes like health.
However, it can be really worth it if you find consuming enough protein somewhat tricky. This day was overwhelming to say the least.
There were way too many things to focus on.
It's hard enough to figure out fitness as is, let alone throwing a million different options into the mix.
I spent over a year and a half doing zero exercise with chronic fatigue. I could barely walk around the house.
As much as it sucked, it did give me a fresh perspective on
What health looks like for me now. I take new trends with a grain of salt. I stress less about the way I look.
I now play around with trial and error, looking for what's fun and most sustainable for me long term. It's more a lifestyle rather than a destination.
Some of these things I'll stick to. Protein, good. Protein bars, no way. Pre-workout all at once with no water. What a waste in my opinion. 2 workouts a day? No. Working out every day? No. I work out when I feel good. It still keeps me fit and healthy. What I did learn, diet plays a massive role in the way you look. The older I get, the more I learn my body and understand what's good and what's not. I hope that this was somewhat helpful. Maybe give some of these things a go if you haven't already, and don't stress if it doesn't work for you. It's so okay. That's all for this one. Please subscribe and check out this video right here where I recreated Disney princess stunts. It took me over 9 months to create and it was a lot of fun. So go check it out, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Please go watch it. Thanks. Bye.